bad feeling about this.
Hello, hello, hello. So we are here to look at beards. That is the name of the mod, beards. I don't want to say any other word around that because I don't want to confuse you, but if you look on the screen, the name of the mod is beards. Nothing else. The modder's name is impossible for me to say, so we're going to call him Gelmer because the last part of that I can figure out. It might be Vergelmer or Vergelmer. I don't know. But anyway, we're just going to go with Gelmer. We could just call him Gomer. Doesn't matter to me. Anyway, so Gelmer, whatever, created beards. I'm making fun, but honestly, I'm using their brow mod and their beard mod. So I'm hoping their beard mod looks as good as their brow mod does. I thought it was pretty cool, so I kept it. So I'm hoping the beards look just as good. Unfortunately, I'm not, I've been playing Mercy for like the past month just out of convenience. But even if you don't play a guy, it'll make all the bearded NPCs look better. And that is a line right there and in their mod, but that is true. If you've seen the guys in my game, their beards look better. Now, he still... the modder still tried to stay true to a vanilla appearance and appeal, but they still look a lot better. And it does give you some beards that you couldn't choose before. What I'm going to do, I actually have a guy created, and you've probably seen him. He was just a little vampire guy, Crom, and I was going to use him for some stuff. So maybe I'll get on him, and we'll go to the cheat room, and we'll check out beards and see what we think, okay? I think that's probably the best way to go, just to show you the beards and see what they look like, and then you can decide for yourself if you think they look good enough to be worth, 31 megabytes? It's really under 31 megabytes. It's not that big. I mean, you do more than that for a couple of hairdos, believe me. But this will cover all beards in the game. Let's see if I can find real quickly. I'll show you the brow mod just so this modder gets their credit, because they need their credit for doing this, because I think their brows are good too. And I'm not a big eyebrow fan. And this picture doesn't really do it justice, but because they have a number of different eyebrows in this package that are good for male and female. And some of these look a little extreme in these pictures, but they really do look good in the game, the ones that I'm using. So I'm just going to say that. So just giving them a little shout out on their brow mod too. But the beard mod, from what I've seen while I've been playing, and I've tried to pay some attention to people's beards, I think it looks good. But I will pay much more attention if we use these beards on my character. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go get Crom. I'm going to take him to the cheat room, and we'll check out these beards. So I will see you there. All right. So we are here. And I suppose that could be Owen Wilson. I was thinking of it as Matthew McConaughey, but I don't know. Anyway, it's from some movie or something somewhere. Oh, I'm twirling and making me sick. All right, so we're looking at Crom here. This was the new version, the vampire version. We're in the cheat room, of course. You recognize this. We're going to go to the character editor. Now, I'm not going to do the race menu because I don't want to change his race. I just want to change his appearance. So I'm just going to go to the limited version. I'm not going to change his presets. I don't want to mess with that. I just want to change his beard. So we're going to move over. See that? That beard looks pretty good, doesn't it? Don't you think that looks a little better than the vanilla? I think it does. I think it looks better than the regular vanilla beard. Now, is it perfect? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a perfect... I'm not that much of a perfectionist, I guess. Now, remember that Crom is a vampire, so he may look a little rough around the edges. Or, I don't know. He looks just kind of rough. But nonetheless... let's look at his facial hair, okay? Let's start here at this end. Now, at this end, remember he's a vampire, so his face might look a little wonky, but the beard is what you want to focus on. So he's got, I put his beard, maybe I should have took his clothes off. Anyway, we'll see. His beard, that looks pretty good. All these beards look pretty good. Now, they stayed with the appearance kind of the vanilla appearance, okay? So they still, even though they look better, they still have that vanilla look, which now you can debate whether that's a good idea or not. I would tell you that I don't know if anybody could do a lot better. Now, the Dwarven Beard mod that we did a long time ago, that looked good. These look better than vanilla. Do they look ultra fantastic realistic? Well, maybe not. But, you know, you have to decide for yourself if you like these better than the standard, what you get in the standard game. I'm trying to show you both sides of his face. I think some of these have always looked better than others. So I don't think, in a way, I don't think that has changed. Though there are some variations, I don't know which ones, that this mod opens up that are not usually in the game, so I don't know how that works. I'm not going to claim to. They didn't. I don't think they said which ones it was. It were. You notice my vampires have the yellow eyes. I wonder how they decided in this game that vampires should have yellow eyes. That just seems odd. But okay. I mean, I'll go with it. That's fine. So anyway, I mean, I'm just trying to show you these as we go. There's not a lot to say about some of these. I do think they look, I don't know, I think they look better than vanilla, but could they have been improved upon more? I don't know, because this game is old. I don't know if it would have the necessary resources and flexibility for you to use something that would make it really more lifelike. But I will say that the Dwemer Beards mod looks really good. But it isn't perfect either, I don't think. But it looks really good. Now that, I've never understood this. This does not look like stubble to me. Matter of fact, my face has never looked like that. That just looks like dirt. Now stubble looks like stubble. That just looks like somebody rubbed dirt on their face. Anyway. I'm just saying. These might be a few of those extras down here at this end. I don't remember those being in the regular game. Oh, maybe they were. I do remember that. Seeing that somewhere. But I don't know. I've looked at so many mods, I could easily be confused.
Open fire! Open fire!
And you can tell a little bit of difference in the detail of the beards. The detail of the texture is a little better. That's what you're paying for. Is it hugely better? Well, it does look better. I don't know if it's hugely better. You still have the glitch here. If you're a vampire, you still get that under the lip glitch there. I'm going to call it a glitch. You call it whatever. Here you can tell on these, it does look better. The texture just does look a little bit more defined and a little better. Is that enough? I tell you what, I'm just going to take the I report, you decide stance. There is some extra detail. But, I'm not seeing a huge amount of difference. Now, you can see some difference, though. I mean, I'm not going to say you don't see any difference, but is the level of difference enough? Like, you can see some difference in that mustache. Some things I'm not sure if I see any difference in, but anything that has enough detail or enough option, enough there that you could see some detail, it seems to look better. All of these seem to look better and more like real hair until you get to this. And this never looks right to me because it just looks like somebody smeared his face. Now, I know the look they're trying to go for, and I've seen people actually have, that kind of 5 o'clock shadow stubble thing going on. But it doesn't just look like you've got dirt rubbed on your face. There's actually some stubble. And I realize they're trying, and I guess that's, I've seen worse, I guess, but it doesn't quite look right to me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a pain. That could be. But that looks pretty good right there. Yep, he agrees. It looks pretty good. And then you got all these little doodad things. I think I'll pass on all that. Those aren't in the vanilla, so you don't see those except for when you have this mod turned on. Alright. So after looking at that, I would say we can see some difference. The beards do look better. I am now debating, though, is that worth 30-some megabytes for that little bit of detail, which honestly, I'm never that close up to a guy's face, usually, for me to see that detail. You see what I mean? I mean, that's as close as I get. I can't even see that detail. So I'm kind of doubting that it's worth it. Alright? Okay, now that's just my opinion. Very subjective. Where is my girl at? Well, that's a mystery for another time, I suppose. I don't know where she wandered off to. Anyway, let me show you the mod. Alright, so this has been beards. Just beards. So, this is by Vergelmer. I'm just going to do the best I can. Yeah, you can't see a lot of difference in these beards and their improvement on texture unless you get in close. Even in the character creator, it doesn't look like you're really... I can see some difference. You may not be able to see it in the video, I don't know, but I'm not sure if it's worth really any space at all. Probably if you're interested in doing some different beards or have your beards really look different, do like the Dwemer beards, because that actually had some real different beards and they were beads and it was fun stuff. Or if you use this beards, use the ones down at the far end that have like some of those little beads and stuff, because those looked better and at least were different and more entertaining. So other than that, I'm not putting down this modder's work. They obviously did improve the look of the beards, but now, after really seeing it, I wish they had moved farther away from vanilla and actually done, some nice beards. That's just me. I couldn't think of any other way to say it. I'm sorry. So anyway, that's just what I was thinking. That is beards. Still under 31 megabytes, so it's really not big. And if you like those beards down at the far end where they had the little beads in them, you could try that and try those out. And the beards will look better, but I don't know if you're going to be able to tell that much difference just the way we normally play. That's why I say, I'm not sure it's worth 30-some megabytes, because I can't. Just walking down the street of Whiterun, I'm probably not going to notice the difference. Which is too bad. Alright. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.
What's the matter? Getting tired?